Looks like we are. Hello, gorgeous. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Welcome back to my platform. As always, I am super excited that you are here. It is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I was just realizing that normally I do a large segment leading up to the holiday, like specifically for the girl or guy who's not feeling super holly jolly, who has the BGs when it comes to like going to Thanksgiving dinner and they don't want to really deal with everything that comes with that. And I did not do that this year. And so I am making this live specifically for you. 3 tips for surviving the holiday, for doing this with elegance in class and making it through. So I've got like my old school notebook because my remarkable did not get charged last night. Old school notebook, grab a pen, tag a friend, and y'all know that when I say that, it's about to go down, okay? Cool. If you're driving or watching like the replay, this is still going to serve and support you when you watch it a second time to take your notes, okay? Do not crash on Coach K's time. The first thing is, I want you guys to stand guard at the door of your mind. Stand guard at the door of your mind. That means we need to know what we're responsible for, and you get to know what you're available to. This is prime time, the prime season to backslide into people pleasing, into letting people like cross our boundaries, into doing things that we don't want to do and staying longer than we wanted to be there. Now, this doesn't mean that we don't get uncomfortable. This doesn't mean that we don't go and see our grandma or see this person or that person. It means that you get to gauge how long you're going to be there or whether you want to participate altogether. I know that lots of us, every single family has this thing we call homeostasis. We've talked about this year after year, which means that everybody has a role. And you can be just fine off in the world, in the city, off on your own. But when you come home, the moment that you go through that threshold, you sink back into your role. And so maybe they're expecting you to be explosive or argumentative or all the things that you used to be, but you've grown. You don't have to be that anymore. Maybe you're used to being the mediator and making everybody stop arguing and you're the peacekeeper. You don't have to do that anymore. Maybe you are used to being the person who babysits the belligerent cousin. You don't have to do that anymore. Know what you're responsible for. You are responsible for you and maintaining your own composure. If they duke it out, they just gonna duke it out. You don't have to step in the middle of that. That is a lot. You get to say, you know what? If you got like issues going on with dad, that's on y'all. If you got issues going on with auntie whoever, that's on y'all. I really don't want to be a part of that. Like I just want to stay chill this year. That is absolutely your right, okay? Also know what you're available to. I know that for me and for many people like me, you know when you go home it's going to be like, well, where is your boyfriend? Or when are you going to have a baby? Or are you going to get married? Or do you have a corner office yet? Or are you going to work on your doctorate? And people want to talk politics. All of these things start coming up. You get to be unavailable to anything that you don't want to discuss. And you get to say, actually, I'm not talking about that. If you want to keep bringing up my daddy's new wife, we're not doing that. You know what? I have no idea how they are doing. We really don't. Yeah. And that's that. You don't have to go into some big, long, drawn out explanation for why you and one of your family members have beef. Like, and you don't have to listen to those stories of, oh, well, it's your mom or it's your cousin or it's your sis. Yes, it is. And the interaction between us causes me mental anguish. So I'm actually not doing that. I'm working on the ability to feel my feelings and express my needs, and that doesn't factor into that. No is a complete sentence, okay? So that's number one, stand guard at the door of your mind. Number two is let them. And this is a theory that I borrowed from Mel Robbins. It's something that I was doing, but I didn't have a name for it. So Mel Robbins says, let them. If your family wants to have a Christmas party and not invite you, let them. If your friends have planned to go Black Friday shopping on Friday morning, I don't know who's still doing that, but if they've decided to go and not invite you, let them. If they decided to go to drinks after Thanksgiving dinner, or if they've decided on Friday evening they're having a cookie cook-off and they didn't invite you, let them. If they decided that their kids are all going to do something, a sleepover on Saturday, and they didn't invite yours, let them. We spend so much of our energy trying to control what other people do and force ourselves into spaces where we are not invited or for some reason we were left out, and it causes us so much distress. When we learn to just let people do what they're going to do, then we get to control us. And don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting by any means that we allow people to disrespect us or to put us down. What I'm suggesting is you let people do what they would rather do. And then you decide if that, whatever they've done, is good enough for you. Let them. When you feel it sweltering in your chest that your feelings are hurt, let them. I know that it's uncomfortable. They get to feel their feelings, you get to feel yours, and you get to move however you're going to move as a result of that. Cool? Good. Last one. Number 3 is remember that you are one of one. Your only competition is you. I know that as the younger sibling of a golden child, I know that feeling of I'm never going to be good enough. It's never going to be, and it doesn't matter how hard I try, no matter what I attain or achieve, somebody else has greater. You're going to get home and your cousin has a new husband and a new house and they have a new baby and they have a new this and everybody's looking at you. Well, like, well, what have you done? I survived. That's what I did. I survived, right? Remember, you are one of one. As long as you are 2 steps ahead of where you were last year, and I promise you in some aspect, even if your life looks different, you are your only competition. It doesn't matter that all these people are doing so well. Their brightness does not dim yours. One woman's candle doesn't dim another's. And so you get to remember that. And on some level, some level of jealousy is a good thing because it shows that you want more for yourself. Envy is not cute. I say that all the time. Envy is not cute. You don't want to want exactly what someone else has. But a little bit of jealousy can be motivation for you to get back on your game. So it's like, good job, her. Now let's go me. You're one of one. And you are so incredibly special. And you were made for a time such as this. So whatever it is, just remember that you're not in competition with anybody. Cool? All right. So y'all. My Black Friday offers, they dropped on Tuesday. They are only live until next Tuesday, so you have less than a week. If these things like really hit home for you, and even if you've just been trying to figure out how do I be the main character, like how do I show up owning my personal power, these are crafted just for you. They're for the girl who's ready to own her story, who wants to achieve her goals with clarity and confidence. They're for the girl who's ready to master her emotions, to set effective boundaries, to enhance her communication, to overcome limiting beliefs, and truly start like chipping away at success. There are options out the wazoo from $22 to $2,222. It's for the girl who's on the go. I got stuff for the girl who wants to work alone. She's like solo. And for that VIP girl who wants me in her pocket, in her ear, with her all the time. You name it. Name your budget and I will let you know what falls in there. Let 2024 be the last year you played small, and let it be the last year that they played in your face, sis. Like, you have the opportunity to transform your life, and I can support you. Have an excellent Thanksgiving on purpose, whatever that looks like. And for those of you who are like, I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like going, tacos taste just as good on Thanksgiving Day. I love you so, so very much, and I cannot wait to serve and support you. Bye, y'all.